morning, guys. This is Celia, aka ForRealCeil, with 90 Days to Do and MLS Wealth Makers. Good morning. Oh, God. I had to blast my heat for a minute because I just was cold. I don't know. It's not even that bad out here. It's just that leaving out of the house and I don't have a hat on, so yeah, your heat escapes through your head, to the top of your head in the morning. Actually, all the time, but I usually have a hat on because I moisten my hair in the morning when I put my hair up or whatever, work with dry dreads. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. Evolution 2 is coming. I'm going to go away and learn some great skills. Hopefully, bring back some pearls of wisdom and things that will help enhance my productivity and help enhance my negotiation skills and just give me an extra edge in the market. So I'm always willing to learn something, and so I'm excited about that. I really am. But listen, I wanted to talk about feelings because right now I'm in my feelings, and it happens to us all sometimes. Like I said it before a while back, and I said if something is on your mind or something is stressing you, should get it out of your system and get it out in the air, because stress kills. And depression and things of that nature is really real, and it's a lie from the enemy. We're not supposed to be depressed about things, but sometimes you just get overburdened. Sometimes things really bother you and trouble your spirit, and then if you don't talk to somebody, or if you don't release that energy that's in you, it could come out in a bad point, in a bad way, or result in sickness or a feeling of lethargy, and you could really have some bad occurrences take place, if you're not careful. So I'm talking about my feelings because I don't want to be that person. I found myself that I wasted opportunities sometimes because of emotions. Emotions play a huge part in our lives, in our day-to-day lives. Emotions play a huge role in how we act every day, how we relate to other people, if we even relate to other people, if we even, associate or mingle with folks. And it's bad because when you're not feeling like you want to deal with people, and we live in a society, then there's problems, so you gotta be careful with emotions. But I'm gonna tell you, sometimes it's just people carry so much weight on their shoulders. People carry too much stressors and things that really we shouldn't be worried about. But it's hard not to worry because we're human. But Jesus told us not to worry and cast our burdens upon Him, and our yoke will be lightened. And I believe that. But as a human being, still, even though I know what I know, it's difficult to do that because the mind, again, is very powerful. The mind does what the mind does, and if you're gonna dwell on things or let other things interfere with your thought process, then you tend to dwell on things, whether they're good for you or bad. So I'm just saying that to say, people don't try not to carry other people's burdens. Try not to stress about things that you can't change, things that you have absolutely no control over. Things that bother you, that get to your soul, let them go. Pray about them. Talk to somebody, or just put it out in the universe, like I'm doing. I'm just putting stuff out in the universe because seriously, stuff bothers me. I have so many things that I'm carrying right now, and it's just ridiculous, and it feels overwhelming sometimes. So I say that to say, I gotta release it, and this is a positive way for me to release it, just to talk about it and express my feelings. Because if I don't, it's gonna show up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I don't want that to happen. I feel like people in life generally have set rules, and those set rules go for people in hierarchy. Or exceptions to rules go to people with hierarchies, or people who are privileged, or people who have what others aspire to achieve. And the thing is that it affects us all, no matter what stage of life we're in. I'm aspiring. I'm trying to reach goals and change lives, not only my own, but those of who I love and those of who I care about, and strangers as well, people who want to hear, people who could actually listen and get it, who actually understand that, life changes, improvements, and everything is all possible. It's all possible. It's just if you're driven, if you have a courage to step out on faith, if you have the desire to change something or do something different, then it can happen for you. It will happen for you. I'm sitting here. I was looking at the preview this morning of the Elsa Did brothers. Jake and RD or JD. Sorry, I always mess his name up. And I'm like, wow. These guys, they're promoting fortune building mastery again. People are mastery students and rocking it out. I'm seeing it all the time. I'm a mastery student. I'm watching people make strides and do things. But is it every single student that enrolls? Every single student that pays that exorbitant amount of money to learn the stuff that we know? No. Not everybody is doing the same or even meeting their goals or their dreams yet. And I say yet because sometimes it takes time to do stuff because stuff is not in place or it's not your time. So I don't get discouraged anymore about timing because God is the author and finisher. He determines when something is going to happen. He determines how something is going to happen and the why behind it. So there is, there's divine powers working, I think, in everything. And I believe that fully for my life. I believe that for my drive, and I believe that for those who want things in life, who strive after them. Because if you don't go for something, you will get nothing. And if you go for something, you have a chance of getting it. I'd rather have a chance than no chance. I'd rather have an opportunity than have limits and restraints. I would rather be healthy and happy than sickly and sad. I would rather just be motivational and inspirational to others than to always be talking about my own baggage, and I try not to I try not to show when I'm down. I try not to show if I'm having a terrible day or whatever. I get on the camera, I say what I say, and I talk to people about a number of different things. My cat, my finances, your finances, opportunities, health supplements. I don't promote it. I'm an Avon rep. I've been for many, many years, and it's sad because I treat it like a hobby. I'm my own best customer, and do you know how many people love Avon products? I try to convert my customers to all online because to me, it's a lot simpler, but not for everybody because some people are like the old way better. People like to look at the books. Some people like to write down their orders and all that stuff. I'm an internet girl. I love me some internet. I love the simplicity of going online, putting in some numbers, and then a week or two later just having all my stuff right there in my house, But not everybody relates. Not everybody uses computer. Not everybody wants to put their credit card information online or for whatever reasons they do not shop online. They just simply won't or don't. So I get it. But when going back to emotions and changes, I again would rather have an opportunity than not to have one. I would rather share an opportunity or an idea or a goal or a phrase or a saying that I believe to be inspiring to others than to not do that. And some people just take it for granted that every single day, every time I talk, I open my mouth, I'm just talking about product. I talk about my experiences, I talk about my product, I talk about feelings, and now today more into feelings because I'm in my feelings today. And unfortunately, I'm not in a good space right now. I have a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm thinking about other people's actions and how other people's actions are impacting me personally. Like, I'm not negatively, but just negligently. Like, I'm praying for a lot of people. I'm really praying for a lot of people. I'm praying for growth. I'm praying for healing. I'm praying for forgiveness. I'm praying for awakening. I'm praying for health. I'm praying for strength against the adversity. I'm praying for commonality and common courtesies from some, and others I'm just praying for them totally because they need prayer and I need prayer. And it's just, a lot of weight on me right now. I'm thinking about my children. I'm thinking about my son. I'm thinking about my health. I'm thinking about my friend, my partner. It's a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about the job, and I'm thinking about the other things that are going on in secret that people aren't talking about, that they're just by not saying them or not putting the information out, like it's gonna go away or like it's gonna lessen the impact or something. It's stuff like that that really bothers me and really just, it weighs heavy. So, I'm telling you, sometimes we really need to choose our battles. That's ironic because my director told me that about something that wasn't even a battle to me. It was just a conversation. But she said, choose your battles wisely. And I was kind of like, what are you talking about? It wasn't a battle. maybe sometimes the way people perceive what's said by other people can be misconstrued. Everybody has their own mindset and their own way of receiving stuff, and I get that because, again, once you put something out and the atmosphere is out there, you can't take it back or whatever. But everybody's perception is not the same. Everybody's spirit is not in the same place. Everybody's attitude is not in the same mindset. So some people may be combative and some people might just be looking for a fight or having a crappy day, and they like punching on other people when they're down or when they're having a bad time. I just recently had somebody call me, oh God, all kinds of terrible stuff and insinuate some things that is so far away from my character, so far away from me. But yet it bothered me. You know why it bothered me? Because it shocked me. I didn't expect that from the party. And that hurt. And all I could do is pray about it, and just ask God to forgive them because they know not what they say or what they do. And it's bad. And I'm just like, wow. But besides that, my life goes on. My bigger issue is the fact that I carry the weight of so many stories, like so much things going on, like I said, that I have no control over, that I can't change, that I can't fix, that I can't remedy, and I don't know how to help a person or how to change something or how to make something better, and that bothers me. It bothers me because I want to be a fixer. I want to be like a person that people could rely on for help, and sometimes I'm that person, and many times I have been that person, but it's only so much people can do for some people, depending on the severity of their situation. And right now, I just can't cover everybody's issues. Shit, I can't even cover some of my own issues. And I'm concerned, I'm concerned about being told the truth. I'm concerned about, people really sticking to their word when it comes to certain things. Like, I'm being told stuff. I'm being given a short period of time to make decisions about things that are important, that are very significant, and could impact me, but other people don't see it that way, and other people are in their own stuff, so they're not even realizing the position they're putting people in by saying certain stuff and then not following through, and that bothers me. I hate stuff like that. Like, if you with anybody, and I say this with all my heart, like, say what you mean and mean what you say. That's it. It's a simple rule. It's very simple. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you put something down on paper and say it or write it or put it out there in the universe, then follow through with that. Don't be a renegger. A renegger in spades is like, if you have the suit but you fail to play it because you feel like if you hold on to it and you play it later, it'll benefit you more, or that you failed to see that you were supposed to play a suit and you didn't play it, and then you get caught playing it later, you reneged, and you get books taken away from you. You get things taken away from you. So when you're a renegger in life, what happens is your spirit gets troubled, or other adverse things may come back to you, because we can't take books away because we're not playing cards. But I'm just saying, the way that people put stuff out, if it's in a confusing or non-truthful manner or whatever, or it just puts people in a bad position, it's not good. It's not good. So I try to be very careful with stuff like that, because that too can weigh on people, and eventually will, and it will have an effect on people. But I worry about things that, again, is outside of my control. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from that I gotta be the one who cares. Like, I see so many other people, it's like they just don't care. They just do what they doing, whether it's good for them, whether it's bad for them, whether it hurts other people, whether it hurts their self, or whether they make people feel like shit every day on a daily basis, or they have no regard for people, or whatever it is. And then who cares? Cecilia cares. Why should I care? If they don't care, why should I care? I don't get it. I really don't understand why that's in my nature. That's always been a part of me. Like, I always am the one who carries, like, burdens, thinking about other people's stressors, thinking about other people's lives, thinking about, well, why would they do this when they could just simply stop? Or why would they want to be in that kind of position when they could change their lives? Or why would they want to stay at this job if they're miserable? Or a whole bunch of different other things. Like, there's just so many things that I think about on a daily basis. Other people's health, other people's life, other people's stresses, other people's misery, other people's jobs, other people's finances, other people's their health, like, and then yet I have my own stuff and carry that too. Don't talk about things that are bothering me to other people because I don't want to mess with their flow. Like, things that really, really troubled me or that are bothering me right now. Like I haven't told some people some things that are really, really bothering me, or fears that I have, or feelings that I have about one thing or another, or something that may have happened, or something that I know about because I was told it by somebody else, or that I know about because I seen or heard or whatever. And I don't want to tell nobody because I don't want nobody else worrying about somebody else's problems, and everybody has their own problems. And I know people that I would typically talk to, they love me dearly. They really love me dearly, and their spirits will be troubled for me, and I don't want that. So I hold a lot of stuff. I hold in a lot of pain. I hold in a lot of anger. I hold in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So I vent it out. I'm putting it out in the universe, and it feels a little better because I mean people could relate. You know, just stay prayerful. Believe in that verse though, and learn a little bit to cast some of your burdens on Christ because He can help. There's just so much going on in the world right now. I left the invitation again. Oh my God. Alright. So if my nephew sees this, Armani and Sarah, please know I am coming to the wedding. I RSVP virtually, but I keep leaving the little invitation card, the RSVP at home and not mailing it. And that's a very bad thing. And today is the 18th. I don't want to miss my deadline. I think I'll get back to you, okay? So, guys, I'm going to get off of this call because I'm getting emotional and stuff, and I don't want to be emotional. I want everybody to have a good day. And remember, if you believe it, you can achieve it. You know, you got to put some work in. It takes work. Nothing is free. Nothing's free. Nothing lasts forever. There's nothing new under the sun. What once was will be again. So all of those things play factor into life and existence and being. So I appreciate your time. You guys have a great week. I'll be back on this week. It's not going to be like I won't be back on, but I just wanted to say have a great week anyway. For those who don't listen, I may have just popped in and said, let me hear this girl that people may or may not be talking about. It's ForRealCeil at 190 Days to Do an MLS Wealth Makers, and I just want everybody to have a great day. Bye.